what's going on, everyone? And welcome back to another great, epic episode of Just My Opinion Reviews. Guys, we're talking paradise. This is episode 7, titled The Day Sinatra and Xavier Confront the Past, returning to the harrowing day that brought them to paradise. Dun, 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 dun. Guys, if you did not know, we're going to talk about this spoiler field as if you've already seen the episode. We're going to spoil it up, down, left, right, in, and out as if you've already seen it. Like I said, this is your warning, okay? Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my guest's channel, Lamont with Get a Life Games. My brother, how are you doing today? Let us know. Are you ready to get into this episode?
B. Avery has never lied to me. He said this episode was going to go harder than TikTok about to be banned from the United States. And damn it, it delivered. I am ready, my brother, and thank you for having me.
Of course, man. Of course. I'm having so much fun. Like I said, man, we're going to get into the nitty gritty. And if you loving all our energy, follow us on social media. Our handles on the screen. Lamont's information is in this description. Not yet the description box of this video. This is his channel. This is my channel. Lamont, let's get into this, man. My goodness gracious. Wow. This was crazy. What is going to happen next? Is Terry alive? What is Presley? What we're going to do with Presley? Who is going to have the honor, the pleasure of pistol whipping Sinister Sinatra in the face to death? Because this wench deserves it 10 times over, man. Wow. I mean, it's so much to get into. This was a nail biter, edge of your seat from beginning to end, with the Cuban Missile Crisis reference. I mean, it came down to the wire, you know, hit the button, Stamper. If y'all don't know, that's a call back to Armageddon, where Bruce Willis was seconds away from hitting the button and blowing up the nuke. Same thing with Mr. James Marsden Kyle here, man, with the nuclear football, man. This is crazy. I'm gonna pass to you. I don't even think I have any complaints, nitpicks, criticisms. But
what?
This was the best episode of the season. This is the best episode of the season. And I mean, I don't know, right now off the top of my head, I can't really think of anything that I just didn't like. I mean, I loved it, man. It got real in these streets when trying to fight for survival. But where you at, man? How did you like the episode? You know, how did you feel? Did it meet your expectations? Just let us have it, man. I'm curious.
This was definitely the best episode of the season. And I've liked every episode, but this one was like twice the excitement and emotion of all the previous episodes. And by the way, they have been renewed for a season 2, ladies and gentlemen. So they will be coming back, which is going to add more mayhem to whatever's going to happen in this finale, because they've got so many things they've got to clear up in the finale. I can't wait to see that. But I thought this episode was kind of a crescendo to some things me and B. Avery reviewed. We talked about the wife early on. I was the first person on any review, go back and look at it, that said that wife was alive and probably was leading a city of survivors. B. Avery was the first person from episode 1 review that said, Lamont, there's probably other countries that have either paradises or survivors. B. Avery said that. You heard it here first before anybody else little stinking review got out there. We was out here in the trenches. And now that we know Terry is alive, now that we see what happened on, basically, instead of calling it D-Day, we're going to call it P-Day, Paradise Day. We know what the president knew. We knew what Sinister Sinatra knew. We knew what Kyle's daddy knew. We knew what the kids knew. We knew what Xavier knows. We now know what Collins knows. I just can't see how we sew up everything in episode 8, but I can't wait to see it.
Oh yeah, man. I think that's impossible that we sew up everything in episode 8. That's why we're getting season 2. You know, season 2 can be them leaving the bunker, leaving paradise, them trying to survive and rebuild on the outside. Also, see what other countries did possibly survive. Because we, I guess, can assume now that I mean, some of the nuclear explosions did hit. And that's
Right.
kind of crazy. Xavier was talking to his wife on the satellite phone and heard a bomb go off and felt it and was like, damn, was that you? And was like, oh, I'm still here. I mean, geez, yeah. Talk about your heart, bursting out of your chest. I mean, we're going to be here for 7 hours talking about this episode. Okay, not really. But let's back up, man. I want to talk to you about this, the cow and his address to the nation. What do you think? I have my theory on, well, not a theory, but my idea that I want to run by you because 330 million people in the United States that was shrunk down to 25,000. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's cool that he was honest with everybody in the very, very end, which caused the chaos. But Lamont, should he have told the world or the nation earlier on what the deal was? Why or why not?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, he should have. This is so I love how art imitates life. And first of all, before I get into my soliloquy, shout out to the writers. Again, there's a writer that does this show I follow on TikTok. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, me and B. Avery both put these on TikTok, so make sure you go check us out there too. I want to shout out the writers for doing excellent work, taking this story the way they took it. At first, it seemed like it was a murder mystery. Then they brought in scientific elements for us geeks. And now with the way the story's rounding up, season 2 could almost be a Walking Dead above ground and Walking Dead's below ground. You could have so many different scenarios going on. It's just excellent writing. Shout out to them. B. Avery, we chastise our government right now because oftentimes they lie to us. We find out the truth later, and then that causes an erosion between belief in government and the people. And people that don't trust their government, the body that's supposed to connect us all together, makes people do haywire, crazy things. And I guess Kyle felt like at that point, when they was getting ready to go to paradise, what did he have to lose? But I would say he would have had more courage to announce this 2 weeks before it happened. Now, granted, probably your CIA director, your military director, of course, they're not going to want you to tell people because they're going to worry people are going to be looting, robbing, and all that. But at the end of the day, if you know that your backup plan is that you're about to carry your ass into a bunker, you already know that. And the rest of these people on Earth are going to have to either die, fend for themselves, or whatever. You tell the American people that shit, okay? You tell them that. You don't wait till the 12th hour to say, oh, tsunami's coming. Earth as we know it is over. Some of us are going to survive. The rest of y'all, if you can't swim, I don't know what to tell you. You better go find Aquaman quick. So, yeah, he should have told it, B. Avery. He should have told it.
Before I get throw my idea out there, man, how did you feel about the I think his name was Jeffrey, the black custodian and or janitor or cleaning the guy, whatever. I'm not really mad at him for having that mindset. He like, bro, I done been here 9 administrations. That's over 30 years because he has seen it all. He has the most experience. One of, we don't know whoever, it could have been other employees there for multiple administrations. But I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, man, if you don't listen to this person, if you don't listen to Cal, but at the same time, I was like, I mean, he kind of got a point. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that when you get older, you just saying F life, but the older you get, you tend to less give a crap. But I don't know. That was a nice, emotional, touching moment that raised the stakes and just really just kind of set the stage on how the world is coming to an end. Instead of, the violence and the chaos, and we're gonna get to that definitely. But this was a nice contrast, to that, and I really did like it. I thought it was a very good addition. What say you, sir?
Oh, I 100% agree. But not only was it a good addition, B, it was real. Yeah. Think about the old heads his age and older if you was any of y'all have dealt with grandmas and grandpas were raised by it. I was born in 1980 and I was raised by my grandma who was born in like the 30s. Whenever hurricanes and bad storms would come, they wasn't leaving. And some of it was because of poverty, but the rest of it was just because they felt like they had seen some of the worst things in life happen. You can take a parallel to what's just happened here in North Carolina with the floods out in Western North Carolina. A lot of them old heads, they done lived through all kinds of weather events, and they said they won't leave it. But it's always that one thing that happens on the back end that can always mess you up. You can have 10 weather events that don't do nothing, and then one can come and ruin your life. And whoever wrote this in probably has an elderly person that was in this same situation, and they did a great job of paralleling it. But I also thought that the fact that this man was doing like the people on the damn Titanic when it was sinking, that man was still doing his job. Yeah. He was still cleaning and shining everything. He didn't care that the ship was sinking. Bruh, chef kiss, man. That was real life right there.
Right on, man. I love it. You said two things. Talked about the geeks. I want to talk about that in a second on two fronts, and also people doing their job. Let's put a pin on people still doing their job, because I want to come back to that and make a point. But I want to tie it into something else. This episode was emotional. It was tragic, but it was also funny. Can you think of anything in this episode that made you laugh your ass off? Before I say it, I want to. I just want to see if you'd be able to guess. And I'll give you about 3-4 seconds.
When Xavier was talking to his wife the first time, there was a little bit of humor in that, and then I want to say when Kyle was in that room with everybody. And just the way he was behaving was, you could take some of that as funny too. But what made you laugh?
It was a scientist that was online venting all his frustrations.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah,
cussing everybody out. Yeah. You dumb mother effers, yeah. F y'all, and you didn't effing listen, and you dumb SOBs, you dumb mother effers. This is what happened. Ask the effing dinosaurs. Why don't you? We don't need that type of thing. Oh, F you, man, F you. You know, like I was like, hey,
I loved every minute. I loved it. Loved it. And then they had, look, and be Avery. Then they had him looking like the damn scientist from Independence Day, the first one.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude was hot. Yeah. And he had that was the same scientist that Sinister Sinatra saw earlier in the season that was saying a tsunami was going to come. Yeah. He had tried to warn people. And ladies and gentlemen, that's another parallel between life and art imitating each other. We have scientists warning us about global warming right now. We see the polar ice caps melting. We see polar bears, instead of hunting seals, they out there trying, they risk it. They committing suicide missions trying to hunt fucking killer whales. Okay. Don't get me to be one of them scientists going crazy, because I'm with that guy and I loved his portrayal. It was funny, but it was real.
Hey, and it ain't black people's fault either. You know what I'm saying? If the world is warming up, it ain't our fault. We don't control nothing. You know what I'm saying?
No, it ain't our fault.
You know, I can get into some stats, but I'm not.
But be Avery. Guess what? Black people gonna have to save it.
You know what I'm saying? And they're not gonna get no credit. It took you too long. Why did it take you so long? You know,
exactly.
That's the reality. But nah, man, he made me laugh. Like you said, he had every right to be upset. Like, you know, we got people right now screaming at the top of the mountaintops, "Hey, what are you doing? You're messing up our planet. We don't have nowhere else to go." You know what I'm saying? Like, the water is rising. That's gonna make us, you know, come. I mean, it's frustrating, but I'm here for it, man. I did like that, but to get a bit more serious, man, what was really cold as hell, like the first crap hitting the fan moment to me, was when the broadcaster, the woman was on the roof of the building, and the guy on the other end was like, "Hey, do you think you're gonna be okay? You're gonna be?" She was like, "We're 20 stories up on the roof. You know, I think we're gonna be okay." Few moments before that, there was like, you know, hey, I can't remember exactly what ocean they were in, Indian Pacific, but it was the volcano underground erupted, you know, made the tsunamis. They said it got up to 300 feet of water, and I'm just like, you know, I know an overpass on the highway gets to 10 to 12 feet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's my scale right there. I'm okay. So that's 10 feet. That's 12 feet. 300. Ooh, man. And yeah, man, the way that shock wave, and it made it seem like it made her go deaf or something, like she couldn't hear, like that. And this just to see the water, man, come over the buildings and just wipe them out, man. That was a really a rude awakening, man, an eye opener. I said to myself, like, damn, like people around the world witnessed this like live, like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Right.
That's that's gonna, even if you survive, that's gonna mess you up, man. Crazy moment. What say you, sir? What say you?
It was, like I said, writers, you did a hell of a job on this show. That moment encapsulated the severity of what was going on the planet, because it wasn't just the fact that you had the tsunami, you had other geological issues going on helping create the minutia of the tsunami, volcanic eruptions, tectonic plates underneath the earth messing up. And to show how that girl went deaf from the sonic boom, then to turn around and see that tsunami coming, about to crash down, and B. Avery hit the nail on the head. 300 feet, that's 3 football fields, ladies and gentlemen,
Man,
up in the sky. 3 football fields stacked on top of each other, getting ready to crash down on your butt.
actually, it's actually 1 football field because it's 3 feet in the yard and it's 100 yards.
I thought you said 300 feet.
Yeah, 300 feet is 100 yards. It's 3 feet is in the yard.
A football field. I thought you said 300 feet.
Correct. I did.
Ain't a football field. Oh no, you're right. It is yard. My bad, y'all. My bad.
You good.
A
That's still
football
high.
field is 100 yards.
That's still high. That's still a high ass wave. That's insane.
Yeah.
And that's
and
man.
And then the way that writers was able to, they just keep surprising us. So, like I said, we first thought it was a murder mystery. Then we get the sci-fi event in here where they underground. And then we get the more sci-fi where we don't know how they got underground because they made it a geological event. Then the writers take us even deeper. And not only do you have the geological event, but now you got a nuclear incursion going on too. Man, as a writer, I'm in awe of what y'all have done on this show. This is phenomenal. Exquisite writing, exquisite expertise on creativity. And I'm just in awe. Good job.
Yeah, 100%. And it still is a murder mystery. We still don't know exactly how Cal died. Right. At the end of this, she says the DNA is not from anybody in the bunker, it's from somebody outside. I mean, she just threw that Easter egg out there right at the end. So we got.
Do you believe that? Do you believe that though?
I don't know. I want to say yes, because she has no reason to lie, because she already has him. She already has the advantage. She has Presley. She doesn't have the wife, Terry. She just has the recording. But she has Presley undercover, so she doesn't need to dangle another carrot in front of Xavier to get him to bend the knee. But I don't know. Maybe that's just another backup trump card. I want to say yes, but I don't know. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see.
I don't know about that, B. Avery, because technically, if that's true, you have an outsider on the loose murdering people, and that outsider would have to have so many connections to get to Kyle. He would have to be working with someone within Paradise. Because think about it, you brought literally the excursions went outside. They figure out that there's people out there. Somebody had to come back from that excursion when we thinking Billy killed everybody. And when they came back from the excursion, in order to get to Kyle, you got to be in good with the people that are protecting Kyle. So it's hard for me to believe that somebody from the outside is down here, because why would they just stop with the president?
I'll give you that. I give you that. Well said. Let me go ahead and throw my idea out there, because I said 330 million down to 25,000. And since we both agree that Kyle should have told the people what the deal was a long time ago, you know what I'm saying, to give people a fighting chance, not just to make peace with God or, but actually survive. I feel that they should have did this like, look, the world is coming to an end. We want to build a bunker. The only way you can be chosen to be in the bunker is if you participate in helping build it. Simple as that. If you participate, you can get in. If you don't participate, we're going to shoot you at the door. Now, everybody cannot, move bricks up a ladder. I mean, people going to have conditions, physical this, etc., yada, yada. But there are multiple ways that you can, you can contribute to the future of the world, to society. I don't know why that is. It doesn't really seem like a far-fetched pie in the sky idea. It seems pretty realistic to me. I'm not a history buff. I don't know if in the past, civilizations have tried that before and it failed all the time. I don't know. But right now, that sounds like a good idea. You're nodding over there. I'm assuming you agree with me. Is that true, sir, or you disagree?
I think that no matter how you do it, there are still going to be problems. People still wasn't going to make it down there just because of the sheer numbers. So it's like who are you going to eliminate? Obviously, no matter how much they try to lie to you about this, the elderly people ain't coming down there. If you getting your SSI check, your ass is not going to be in paradise. I can tell you that right now.
Wow.
Probably babies going to get cut off too. And I say that because we still don't know what was the succession plan to keep life going in paradise. They still haven't talked about what are we making new babies. We haven't seen a hospital. We don't know what was supposed.
They made a comment on it once. I think they
did, but they didn't go in detail. Really, they didn't really go in detail.
They did not.
And I'm thinking next season, I'm 100% sure Terry is going to be found. She's going to be alive. Now, writers, if you're watching this and you like some of my theories, go ahead and hire your boy.
You don't think they should find Terry in episode 8? They should wait to season 2?
No, find her in episode 8, but find her at the end to set up season 2. And one way you can go ahead and have baked in drama, because there's still one person who's riding the fence, Avery, and that's that good old doctor that we love. She's riding the fence. And one way you can, Dr. Gabriella, and one way you can have baked in drama when Xavier finds out and sees his wife, what if he got Gabrielle pregnant? What if that he was a one-hitter quitter and got her knocked up? So now she's pregnant.
No, I don't want
the wife is gonna have to know. The wife is gonna have to know, because ain't no way Gabrielle gonna give up that baby. Oh, yeah, it's good
too
drama.
Much
good
drama.
Writers.
I don't know, man. That's too much, bro. I don't want this. I don't want this black family to split up, man. I was rude. You throwing some drama in there. You know what I'm saying? But that's too much for my chest. It's gonna start hurting.
The family ain't got to split up because he thought she was dead.
I mean, I understand. True. But that's we're gonna put that at the back burner. You know what I'm saying? That's a possibility. Hey man, you made me forget what I was gonna say. That's crazy as hell though. But I do. Well, no, I remember what I was gonna say. What if season 2 is the search? The whole season part of the plot is the search for Terry. Like at the end of episode 8 next week, they actually converse on the phone or the radio, or they communicate and they confirm that each other is alive. Now, mind you, they're in Colorado. She's in Atlanta. Now, has she been trying to travel to Colorado this whole time? Because it's been 6 months or 2 years? I don't remember. Has it been 6? I don't know. I can't remember exactly how long it's been. So I'm assuming. Well, I mean that's a month, so you can make some. You can go a long way. I don't know. We're gonna see. Let me ask you this, though, Lamont. Do you feel that Xavier should have told the other colleague that he had in the Oval Office? Because she kept coming to him like, Xavier, what's going on? Should I call my kids? Should I have them get picked up? And he was like, he kept ignoring her and, trying to, text his family and call his wife and give her instructions. Is he wrong for not telling her? Because you said Cal was wrong for not telling the nation. She knew something was up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Was he wrong for not communicating?
In his situation, no, he's not the president. And actually, she's closer. She is just as close to the president as he is. And in all honesty, he really didn't find out the totality of the whole story until close to the end. And when he found out, literally, like the next couple of scenes was him in the room where they was talking to the old gentleman, and then basically she said, "Take care of my kids." So I can't hold him accountable. He's not the president. He didn't know all the details, and he was really, really trying to figure out how to get his boo thing. I would say the fact that she was I think she was the press secretary, and she knew something was going on. She was already trying to get a hold of her child, but she never could get up with him. So I think she knew the stuff was hitting the fan, but she just didn't know the details. And which brings me to a question for you, B.A. Because
what's up?
I've seen some comments talking about this situation and what they think will happen. Terry was a very prideful woman.
Okay.
And in the relationship with Collins and his wife, he was more of the passive person, and Terry was the fire starter. Had to be. I understand why she's like that. Kyle basically told Collins, look, just tell your wife. Basically, Collins said, put your foot down, be a man, grow some balls, and tell your wife to come on down here. And Xavier was a little timid because he's like, dude, I can't control my wife. And he's got the kind of wife that is hard to control. Would he have been wrong to just take his butt to his wife and say, honey, shut up and trust me? Those are words women hate to hear from men without an explanation. And just, I ain't going to say knock her out, but just threw her in the car, regardless of whatever this job promotion was. Would Xavier have been wrong to do that?
I don't know if knocking her, I'm being for real. I don't know if knocking her out is necessary, but well, it is if he knew the totality, like you just said. But I'm definitely cool with putting his foot down, just like, listen, shut up, don't go to Atlanta, come over here, trust me. Yeah, no, he's not wrong for that. Are you serious? That's gonna make.
But I mean, his wife is so prideful. Unless he probably physically puts her in the car, she's not getting in that car. They set her character up to be a fire starter and prideful.
The way that Xavier was talking to her on the phone when he told her to steal a car, I don't think he's going to have a problem doing that. I think I don't think he would have a problem doing that, and I don't think she would have a problem listening. She'd probably be like, and I'm being for real, like turned on in a way like, oh shit, you don't normally talk to me this way. This must be serious. Let me do what you say. They wouldn't even be married as long if she wasn't cooperative. I mean, she definitely has her say in things, but no, I don't think knocking her out is necessary. She's not that, she's not that wild, in my opinion. It's
the thing is, what I'm saying is it's not wild per se. I just think that she's the kind of woman that if you don't give her a proper explanation, she's not going to listen. She's just not going to listen. I don't think that she would, unless Xavier told her the end of the world is happening.
Man, really?
No. I mean, they set this character up.
Remember how she reacted when they was in the meeting at the principal with the other parents? Yeah, she was outspoken, rightfully so. But when he was trying to quell her, she didn't just move out the way. Don't tell me what to do. I mean, she was listening and being cooperative, and I mean, I don't know. I don't see it, man.
I see that, but when he was trying to quell her to say don't go to Atlanta, what did she do?
I think that's just normal. I mean, yeah, she did what she wanted to do, but I didn't look at her like, oh, she's just a combative person. she just want to do what she want to do. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say that's what you're saying exactly per se, but I wasn't over here just like, oh my God, why don't you listen to Xavier? You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't even crossed my mind really. You know.
Well, I'm not saying she's combative. I'm just saying that unless he has a legitimate reason for why she should be leaving Atlanta, she's not coming because that job was extremely important to her.
So
if he can't just call her and be like, honey, I know something, you need to leave.
That was my next question.
That ain't gonna work.
Okay. I was just about to ask you that. If he just said, you need to trust me, come now, you saying no, she still won't listen. Okay.
No.
Y'all let us know what y'all think about that. Real talk in the comment section. Do you think that Xavier could just be like, babe, trust me, come now, listen to me. She would listen? Mm-hmm. Or you think she would do what she want and Xavier would have to knock her out and put her in the car? You know, let us know what you think. Me and Lamont feel different about it, and that's cool. That's cool. Something kind of funny though to me, and I'm making a light moment out of something serious. When they was when Cal was trying to figure out what to do, he was like, "We're not making the wrong decision on this." You know, he's like, "Where my nurse? Nurse." He's like, "What the F happened? You said we're gonna have 10 days, 2 weeks." You know, just the you know, like. The fact where my nurse at, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that was. I don't know why. Like, where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside?
I wish I had that clip ready to go. I'm trying to look for it too. I don't. Gosh darn it. But no, that was funny to me. I also kind of like. I kind of got a little chuckle when the vice president ran in there like, "Oh my gosh, Russia's went dark." He was like, "We know. You know, they're breaking it down right now." Also, white man trying to speak over the colonel. You know how he was giving the briefing. And he was like, I was just about to say that if you shut the F up, you know. So just a couple of funny moments to me right there. Now, go ahead.
This is just kind of a question, a comparison question for you and the audience if you both have seen the show. Even though I think this is a better show, Paramount Plus has a show called Fallout that mirrors a video game in a post-apocalyptic world where they are already living underground and stuff hits the fan and the different underground fashions are destroying each other. Great show. If you haven't seen it, go watch it at Paramount. Do you feel like there are some parallels between Fallout and this show?
Sure. I've only seen the first episode. I loved it. It just got away from me. I want to go back and check out the full season because I've heard nothing but great things about it. But I would say, go ahead.
I say that to you because I've seen the whole thing, and basically what the writers of this show can do is kind of the way Fallout did. So Fallout had fallouts literally underground, and people started emerging up above ground on Earth where it was nothing but a wasteland.
Well, please don't spoil it for me. If you, because I do want to watch it.
Okay. So. Well, I mean that's in the synopsis anyway.
Okay.
And if you played the video game, you know that part. Gotcha. All I'm saying is, with that being said, the writers have so much leeway of popular landscape that they can cover 6 different ways into a season 2 when we find Terry being the leader of some of the people above ground in the wasteland that is now the ground above the paradise.
Right on. I'm gonna have to check it out, man. I don't know if they have a season 2 or not, but you know, I have
not yet.
Good things.
Mm-hmm.
Something else that I liked about this episode, Lamont, is you know, of course, it had me at the edge of my seat. I was stressed out. You know, with the text messages and the calls and the towers going down and the calls dropping and, you know, he trying to make sure his kids are good. Make sure you stay next to Jeremy, you know, the president's son.
Golly.
Keep him in your sights. Find the white boy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Find him. Presley, you find your brother and then you find the white boy. You find Jeremy.
Find the white guy.
Say next to him. I was like, I mean, it's we laughing, but like it's I feel him though. You know what I'm saying?
Talk.
It's like, yeah. Just I mean, Xavier got an important job, but he was in that phone ready, you know?
Ready.
And he finally let the president know, hey man, she's still in Atlanta. The president was so lax. I was like, bro, you still taking a drink. It took Xavier too long because they was in the room by himself for a good 30 seconds. I was like, I would have blurted it out. She's still in Atlanta. What do we do? He trying to be calm and stuff, but I mean, he did a good job. He don't want to, ruin his only chance of saving his wife. But I thought it was cool, man, of how, okay, my wife is still in Atlanta. Go over there to the colonel. He goes over there, president, said I need to talk to you, give him the nod. I just need the facts. Atlanta, get her to this place right here. He did the Google Maps. It's going to take 2 hours and 3 minutes, but the plane is leaving or the helicopter leaving in an hour and 15. He go down there to the security to his Hispanic homeboy. He being goofy. It's about Terry. She ain't made it yet. Oh, he focused quick. You know what I'm saying? He was sitting back and, oh no, you know what I'm saying? I like that, bro. Like the sense of urgency of just like Xavier just boom, 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 trying his best to get his wife from A to B. Like it was executed very, very well, man. What say you? Mm-hmm. What say you?
Oh, executed well. I just kind of wonder when Xavier realized that the wife was going to have to go to a different airport. And he realized that Kyle wasn't going to send some kind of extra support to help him out. I was thinking they might be going to go Tom Cruise, and Xavier's going to be like, you know what, Kyle? I'm out until I get my wife back up here. I'm going to get her my damn self. But I did like the camaraderie from everybody on Xavier's team that was helping this man make sure he get his wife to the Greek.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was on it, bro, doing the radio like, hey, I need you to come over here, watch the door for 5 minutes. Don't let nobody come in. Make sure the door is locked. Hey, let's go keep these guns. You know what I'm saying? Like that was like, I just like seeing stuff like that. Just like the intricacies of the job, the details, and just how precise it is. Go ahead.
What did you think about the encounter between Robinson and Xavier? Kind of, it was like they did a little flashback the previous episode, but then in this episode, you got to see the actual kind of, I'm going to say miscommunication between the two that Robinson had to apologize for.
My bad, bro. I don't remember Robinson apologizing.
Well, she apologized last episode, but we got to see because it was something happened where they was getting on the helicopter. They kind of flashed back to it. Yeah. And in this episode, they just showed the whole totality of her trying to rush, get Xavier on that helicopter with the president, and she stayed behind and was having to basically spray down people from getting up to that helicopter.
Right on. Well, I will say my mind is drawing a blank from the last episode. I do apologize, but I do like what we saw here with Robinson because this is the first time they met. We didn't know if they was tight for 6 years or something. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. I also like the interaction with Brian too. We're gonna get to him. But Robinson wasn't effing around, man. She wasn't playing no games. You know what I'm saying? She was ready to, get the job done. I like that. She was really, really good at her job. Had a nice authoritative figure. That was cool, man. But I loved it, man. Where they went to the artillery room, man, and got out and just racked up on all the weapons, put the vest on. That was sad, man. Brian didn't know what was going on. Like, hey, we're gonna be right back. Okay, things are gonna escalate. Be ready. I'm like, oh snap! He come back. Is this for me? I've only been on the job for 3 days, or at least in this position. Mind you, look how calm he was acting right there in that moment. Just oblivious, ignorant to the whole situation, born yesterday type mindset. Not knowing what's going on. President made the address, man, but the shit, I done said this about 4 or 5 times in this recap, bro. Like, the crap really hit the fan, man. They shot people. The dude reached for the gun, and Brian shot him. Pop, pop. Wow. Lamont, I had no idea the episode, I'm finna say the remote was going there. I don't know what we talking about remotes for. I had no idea the episode was going there, bro. Like, man. And I can't blame the people. You know,
No.
we got the press secretary cussing out Xavier. You know what I'm saying? I trusted you. It's like, oh, I couldn't do nothing. Like, wow, bro, that's crazy. People running down the hallway. They going down the elevator shooting. I'm talking a lot, man. How you feel up to this point right here?
Well, you just basically answered your question about why the president didn't announce to the American people 2 weeks earlier what was going down, because what you seen there would have been going on for the whole 2 weeks until the 25,000 people would have got to the bunker. And that is if they would have made it to the bunker.
Yeah.
If they would have made it to the bunker.
Well, yeah, 2 weeks. I was speaking like a long time ago, man. Like, you know, when he first learned of the bunker himself. So whether it was 2 months, 2 years, not 2 weeks, you know.
Well, okay, let's say 2 years they found out. It's going to be pure mayhem. A lot of people, if they know that the end is coming, they start feeling like, what do I have to live for? I might as well just do me. And if I die on my way out, I'm going to do it. I mean, B. Avery, we seen this on January 6th for a lesser stakes. We seen people that was lied to thinking that an election was stolen, and they climbing all on the back of the Capitol building looking like little white monkeys. And guess what happened? They got arrested, and now they have been released from prison. We would have seen that kind of behavior whenever he announced that there was going to be a catastrophic event and there was going to be 25,000 people going into a bunker. We would have seen that behavior all the way until the end.
I disagree. I think if you give the people an actual chance, like, okay, the tsunami gonna pop off in 6 months. You got 6 months to get to work. I think people will be like, okay, I mean, you're gonna have some people that's gonna act ass, yeah, but I think majority of people gonna help. Now, but mind you, I'm talking 6 months is a big difference from 2 weeks now. You know what I'm saying? So 2 weeks, I agree. 2 weeks, I agree with you. You know,
right.
But man, earlier I said people were still doing their job. You know, Titanic is going down. They still want to play the violin. Now, it makes sense why Robinson would still do her job because she made the cut. Mind you, did you hear the code word that they was using as well? I forgot. I should have wrote it down. But it was a certain word or term that they was using amongst each other, that people that had made it to paradise. I don't remember exactly what it was. I wish I would have. I'm gonna try to play the episode. Okay, that's gonna take too long. But I can't remember the name of the term. But anyway, Robinson, she okay, let me back up. When they was going up in the helicopter and all the White House people was rushing, trying to survive and stuff, you still had policemen down there that were holding them back and keeping them at bay and shooting them. I respect that. I don't know if I could do that, to where, you know, they weren't going to survive, but they still cared about protecting the White House and the presidency. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's easy for Robinson to do that, like I was saying, because she made the cut. She going to paradise, but those other people weren't. You know, how'd you feel about that, man? But, you know, because, you know, my chest got big when I saw that. I was like, you know, respect to y'all, you know. Do you agree or you disagree? You're like, B ain't that big deal, man.
I respect them doing their job, but at the same time, I kind of respect them understanding that these people are scared, they're upset, they're mad, they don't know what to do. And in terms of law and order, in that moment that we're talking about, there ain't no more law and order. There's no, we arrest you, we read you your rights, you go to a trial. It is judge, jury, executioner right there on the spot. Yeah. And I rather you tackle these people or tase them rather than kill them, because at the end of the day, they want to survive too. They got families and friends and churches, synagogues, pastors. They want to survive just like they want you to survive, and they expect their leaders to lead by example, so that in this case, the American people can follow the lead. And in that case, the only lead they had was these people getting on a helicopter, flying the leader to a safe bunker where he's going to watch us other earthlings up here dying not to multiply. So I feel for both of them, to be honest with you.
Why did Robinson blow Brian's head off, man? Earlier, I was talking about how Brian was oblivious, ignorant to the situation, born yesterday. But the shit got real, bro. He pulled that gun. I'm going where you going. And Xavier could have let him on. He was like, at first he was trying to plead with him, like, come on, bro, it's room. Like, damn, because when he was walking down the hallway, he was like, man, shit, what's going down? You know, I got the best. I'm with the VIP. I don't know what's going on, but I'm with the right people.
B, have you forgotten? Have you forgotten that on that helicopter was Robinson's panty draws?
Oh,
have you forgot that?
I guess
and
I did.
She was gonna protect her panty draws at any cost.
And
but homeboy was almost like his fingernail got clipped by the door.
Bro,
and they was like, bro, you ain't getting on this helicopter. Pow, pow.
He's like, come on, man, I'm right here. Shit. Come on, I don't got nowhere to go. Like, you can fit one more in there, man. Like,
you ain't got nowhere to go, brother.
And Robinson and Robinson blew. I was like, oh, damn, blood, brains on the thing. Xavier's like, fuck, god damn it. He wasn't going to shoot. Do your damn job, Robinson, man. Man, like,
nobody knew it.
Is Robinson wrong, bro? Is Robinson wrong for that, bro? That was a bit much, dog. I mean, damn.
But wait a minute.
She worried about getting fired? Like,
you just gave them credit for you just gave them credit for doing such a good job of taking care of the leader.
Bro, his foot was in the door. His foot was out. He was at the door, bro. He could have fit in the helicopter, bro.
He would have caught his foot. His ass would have been dangling from the helicopter, and you can't have that. Robinson won't play in no game. Bro.
Man, he could have been in paradise, sleeping on somebody's couch on the bench, bro. I can sleep outside on the curb, man.
Yeah.
She
won't having that. She won't having that. This is the presidential helicopter.
She want to cowl out to herself, man. Y'all, let us know, man. Is Robinson tripping though, bro? She blew his head off, man. And the thing about it, she didn't even jump on the helicopter. She stayed down there. I would get on the next one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah. That's
now that's loyalty that's I mean, that kind of loyalty. Kyle must have been putting that hammer down. Okay, he doing something. he dropping that hammer, buddy, because her ass was down there like the Dora Milaje, taking out everybody.
He probably saw that, and that's probably what made him shoot a shot. Because I don't think they started sleeping together until Paradise, right? I could be wrong.
We don't know. We don't know.
How long have they been smashing y'all? Let us know. Go ahead.
Yeah, based on the way she was behaving, I think he already done slid his white snake moan up in her. The way you saw how she was down there acting, bro.
I got you, baby. I got you. I see you in a few hours, okay? Warm the bed up.
Yeah. Boy.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Lord have mercy. She was spraying lead everywhere.
But moving on, man. So they're going to Colorado, bro. Oh yeah, before they get on the plane, man, I almost skipped this part. There was an exchange between the confrontation between Xavier and Collins. He was like, he could have swung on him, bro. When I was like, they were both going at it, and it was wise for Xavier Collins not to. But when he was like, your wife is dead, and you need to accept that, I was like, whoa, bro. Like, you need to take some sensitivity training or something. Like, I felt Xavier could have leaned on him right there, like, bro, you being a rude little bitch. My wife is not here, and you need to be, choose your words. Now, of course, they would have shot him dead, but it was very emotional, man. Oh my gosh, like, I mean, at that point in time, you say, "F it, I don't care that you my boss, I don't care that you my superior, I don't care that you the president." You're going to understand how I'm feeling right now. You know what I'm saying? Talking about you playing this game, and president talking about this in a possible situation. And what can Xavier do? Like, he knows, like, if I get on this plane, there is no chance for my wife. But I gotta get on the plane because I can't leave my kids You know, if his kids wasn't
Exactly.
there, he easily wouldn't have got on the plane. He would have. I'm going to go save her, even if I don't save her. We're going to be together in these last moments.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible situation, bro. Another great moment in the episode. How'd you feel about it?
Xavier couldn't do much. I agree that Kyle should have had some more tact, but I'll give Kyle this much clearance. He's under a lot of stress too. He is.
Mm-hmm.
He's under a lot of stress. He's being pulled by several different people to make a whole lot of decisions that in his heart he felt like was wrong decisions. Like he wanted to be more transparent with people. He cared about people. I mean, this guy really cared about people. But at the same time, he got a little comfortable with Xavier. And the issue with Xavier, why Xavier probably didn't go off on him, is because he knows that once they get in paradise, he wants to be with his kids. He wants to take care of his kids, and they could have made it very difficult for them in paradise. But he could have just said, sir, that's not what I need to hear right now, or something, but he couldn't go much more deeper than that. He couldn't go much more deeper than that.
I feel you. Also, man, they go into the bunker, shock waves, sonic booms, the other plane goes down. I think they said it was Congress on the other plane and Todd and some other people. That also kind of helps explain how the hierarchy of power just changed, it went straight to Senator Sinatra. And we started seeing her pop up. I'm like, oh, okay, she's important. She's super duper VIP, you know what I'm saying? Because she over the bunker, man. But we had the other, they went from DEFCON 3 to DEFCON 2. They had the Joint Chiefs in there talking about, hey, these bombs are going off around the world. And so help me understand this, Lamont. What was the mindset here? Let me, because everybody is throwing, shooting off their nukes, let me shoot mine too and hope to survive. Like, I get it, but I don't get it. They also said that the clouds and the explosion could keep away certain. I don't know, man. I'm not trying to sound too ignorant here, but I get what they were trying to do, but I don't get what they were trying to do with the nuclear war. Break it down for me. What is your assessment of that whole scenario?
Well,
sir?
In essence, since other countries had decided to start taking out other America, basically is what it looked like. Since we was about to be a wasteland anyway, other countries that hate us is already waiting in lanes for the right opportunity to just knock America off the planet. And so since they had started doing that, the generals on the airplane with Kyle was basically saying that, look, I know we about to be in this bunker and America's going to be a wasteland. We cannot let other countries not be a wasteland. So you need to take out every other country too, so that they just can't erase us off the map and then they be surviving. It's very sinister thinking.
Yeah.
And it's very egotistical, so to speak. Yeah. But I like how Kyle decided, I'm not going to do that. Yeah. I'm just not going to do that.
Yeah.
And pull the audible. So at the end of the day, as much as they seem like Kyle is a butthole, he is a caring human being.
True.
He's got a lot of butthole to him. There's a butthole on his face. There's a butthole on his back. There's a butthole on his kneecaps. But he's a caring butthole when it comes to the totality of who he is as a character.
This is true. Cal, the butthole. That's funny right there. No, I agree. I also like how he talked about the blue codes. And if you go back to the very beginning of the episode, they was it 62 Cuban Missile Crisis, when he was leaving the office, the president, he was switching on the light switch, and that's how he got the idea. And Kyle brought that back up, but he was an agent. Hey man, if Sinatra here don't leave, shoot her. At first I was nervous, man. I thought she was going to talk him out of doing it. I thought the nukes actually went off, but we found out that he actually did set off the blue codes and took the world back to 500 years, man. And so that's how, but at the same time, if that's the case, how is Terry using radio to communicate when Sinatra got the recording? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
That's a good question.
What do you think?
That's a good question.
What do you think? Is that the pretty princess?
That's the princess. Behavior wants you to say hello, L. He see your hand.
Is that
You
a
up here
Spider-Man
doing
costume?
voodoo. No, this is
Hey.
Christmas.
Hey, pretty lady.
Say hi, L.
Hi.
She said hi.
You watching Paradise
what do you want
too?
to say?
Nothing.
You don't want to say nothing.
Okay.
You want to tell him all the fun things you did with Daddy today? Go ahead. Tell him.
I forgot what we did.
Oh, it's okay. Well, tell me next time
It's
if
okay.
you forgot, okay?
Tell him. You want me to remind you, L? What about all those smoothies?
Yes. She had the smoothies. There you go.
What about the shoe shopping? What about the pizza? What about the play
Yeah,
dates?
I'm sad. You did all these fun things and you can't even remember. You can't even remember.
You know why she can't? You know why she can't remember B. Avery? Because every day she wake up with Daddy, it's a play day. Every day.
Well, L, it was nice
Right,
seeing you
L?
tonight, sweetie pie.
All right, L, get out of
a good
here,
night.
baby. It's been these people gonna think I'm a bad parent because you should have been in bed. Go to bed.
No.
Go now. You're all right. You're all right, L. It's okay. Go to bed. See you in the morning.
But yeah, man, what did you think? You know, he said, "Hey, man, if she don't move, shoot her." You know, and also the communication with Terry. If he did, you know, I don't know. Maybe because actually, I think I just answered my question. No, I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
No, the only thing I'm thinking is that somehow, some way, maybe they had satellite phones. That could be the only way Sinatra, because they shot that MIP. Basically, they shot a solar flare. Electromagnetic pulse is what they shot.
Yeah.
Disintegrates everything on Earth, disintegrates all the nuclear bombs, but it don't reach to outer space. So if you got satellite capability, you should be good. And remember, they took some communication devices down into paradise. So it could be that they had some satellite technology and they took it to paradise. And maybe when Terry got to where that helicopter was supposed to be at, that was a presidential location, and they might have had satellite phones too. Other than that, I don't know how she was able to get a communication from Terry. That's the only way I can think of it.
I got you. And then, yeah, man, it's a lot to. Remember the Joint Chiefs? They said, you know, they're dead. We're not gonna make it to the bunker. Yeah, and they come too. And so Terry is on the phone with Xavier, and he's crying, and you know, Kyle is looking on a monitor, and we see that he got to let it charge up because the graph is showing like, you know, how much area it's gonna cover. I'm like, wow, Terry is. I mean, she's alive. I mean, we heard her. You know, we're surviving. I mean, I don't think that Sinatra manufactured a recording, so she is alive.
I don't either.
We still got to find out who murdered Cal. We got to figure that out and why. And it's a lot to explore, man. Like, it's gonna be a battle. It has to be a war. Well, go ahead.
What if? Oh Lord!
I heard one theory that somebody put in my comment section. I hope it's not true, but go ahead.
What if Terry somehow or another snuck into paradise and she killed Kyle?
I hope that. I would need a good ass reason for that. That just seems ridiculous, to be honest. I mean, what
it does. It does to me, and the type of quality the writers have done. I don't think that they would write the story in that manner. But that could be fun theory for people that love to hear theories. And I know some of y'all missing all my crazy theories. But would it take away from the show for you?
Yes.
Much.
That's just jumping the shark. Stupid. That's no. I couldn't do. You gave some good theories and thoughts, but I can't rock with that one right there. I can't do that. What are your so Presley is held hostage now, man. What are your final thoughts, man? What do you think is going to happen? What do you want to happen, man? What are your final thoughts?
I want somebody to whip Jane ass real bad. I mean, sweet chin music, Shawn Michaels. Get Jane and pillar the. You know who I ain't even gonna say that. I just want somebody to get some sweet chin music on Jane. That's it.
Yeah. I want Jane to get her ass beat. I want Sinatra to get her ass beat. Do we want Gabriella to get her ass beat? Where you at on her? She wasn't in this episode at all. You know, are we trusting her? Well, what's up? What's up?
I hate it when you do this to me, man. To the people like that, man. She's riding the fence. I think she started out more on the Sinatra side, but I think as the story unfolds, she's going to wind up more on the Xavier side. Because right now she's smack dab in the middle, smack dab, which is another issue for me because in essence she has power over Sinister Sinatra. Sinister Sinatra hasn't tried to make no moves to take out Gabrielle. Knowing how close she is to Xavier, it almost makes me wonder, is she using Gabrielle for some other causes too?
I want to see Presley team up with Robertson versus Jane and Sinatra. Yes.
I don't know if Presley can beat anybody in that scenario, except for she might can beat Sinatra, but she can't beat Jane because Jane is trained.
Well,
CIA.
okay. I want her to participate. We can throw the little boy in there too. They can help out some. They can throw something, make some distractions, something. They can bite a leg, something. You know, but
well, throw in the president. You throw in the president's sons too. Then we got a fighting chance.
And
so
then Billy's
Robinson,
gonna come back from the dead. I'm joking.
Oh Lord,
I'm joking. No, man, it's wild though. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. I can't wait. But this is a damn good show, Lamont. This is a damn good show.
It's very good.
But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is going to wrap it up for our Paradise episode 7 recap for the day. Do we have a title for the 8th episode? The Man Who Kept the Secrets, Xavier and Robertson. Right? Do you want to read that? You want me to read it?
Yeah, read it.
Okay.
Read
Xavier and Robertson race to find President Bradford's murderer before it's too late. Oh my God, Lamont! It's going down. I can't wait. Make sure y'all subscribe to not only my channel, but Lamont's channel as well. Subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to my channel. We will be here same time, same place for episode 8, the finale. It's going down. I can't wait. So, guys, before you go,
when does it come out?
Same time as
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so they not doing that. We taking a week off crap.
No, that would be crazy. That would be crazy pants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But guys, before y'all go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery. That's Lamont, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time. Oh, that didn't work. Hold on. Goodbye.